So you have the gardener. And that's pretty much telling you, you rule the rooster. You rule everything that happens in your life. Tending to your garden really means like cleaning out the weeds and keeping everything tidy. Okay, and then the sacred woman could represent some sort of healing or a spiritual connection that you have. It could be leading you towards even finding out more about spirituality, something like that. And then the garden, and it's funny because the gardener and the garden, so this is what you have to look forward to, like things that you feel abundant in, success, and then the distorted masculine and reparenting yourself. So there's something there that you have to get rid of, an old ideology. That's what it feels like. You could be living in something that is not quite authentic for yourself. Maybe you're not being true to yourself. Maybe you're not taking that time to weed that garden and really take things out of it that you don't need any longer. So it's really a sense of maybe living in a turbulent time with the distorted masculine. And it's something that you have to surrender to. This could be you, this could be you. It's definitely speaking about masculine. So we could be speaking about your divine masculine. And really, it could be a divine masculine that didn't get that right kind of nurturing, you know, the right upbringing. And that's where you get some sort of distorted kind of feeling in this. Meaning, you know, if you grew up in a family that, you know, was full of explosive drama and maybe abusive kind of environment, that's what you grew up with, and you didn't get the tender loving care, it sort of distorted your perception of how a relationship will be for you, if that makes sense. And that ties in a lot with karma, you know, the way you're brought up. It really has a lot to do with the way that you will grow up, you know, the way you will take your marriage or your relationships. Yin and yang is at the bottom, so that's really about balancing out some kind of energies and really using your creativity, where I see the pull to spirituality, and that will be a sense of giving you that kind of awakening to see things correctly. So let's see what these mean, guys. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. You're staying safe, and I do appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I just love that you guys come here and watch me every morning and see what's going on. The ones that fell out as I'm shuffling is the Two of Swords and the Six of Cups. So it's very much something that could have happened to you as a child. You know, something that just totally could have caused a lot of pain, a lot of fear, caused you to somehow not trust, maybe. Okay, and so this is definitely what the gardener is. It's like if you're having these kind of emotions and these kind of feelings, it's almost as if you're the one that's going to have to do the work to release these kind of things. With the Six of Cups, it's like having some kind of peace and harmony in your life. Maybe this is something that you want to get back to. Could be a person, a place, a thing. It could be just something that makes you just completely happy. And there could be a sense of feeling unsure about it, uncertain, maybe a little bit foggy, and maybe not even trusting it, you see. So very interesting. Let's see what these mean. What is, first of all, I want to know, they did fall out, but I want to know, what is the gardener? What is the gardener, please? I feel like that is a message in itself. The gardener, please. What is the gardener? Okay, so Nine of Cups, maybe wishing to go back to a better place, wishing to perhaps have some kind of stability in your life, something like that. And then this one as well. So the Wheel of Fortune, it's almost as if you want a new beginning, something more abundant, something more prosperous. Okay, what is the Six of Cups? Are you wishing to go back to a person, place, or thing? This could be soulmate connection. I mean, the one that flew out, it just sort of flung out with a bunch of them. The Lovers. So are you needing to make a choice and you're stuck and you just don't know how to choose what it is that makes you happy? Is this somebody from your past? There's the 10 of Wands, which you're carrying a big load, okay? And then the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So have you placed yourself in a place where it's very anxious, it's very, it doesn't quite make you happy? It could be a lot of stress. Is it because you're trying to appease other people with the Queen of Swords? There's almost a sense of having some kind of truth, maybe to either end something, because the Ace of Swords is that sort of that gift that comes to you where you're enlightened and you feel this kind of drive to cut some kind of BS out, okay? So that you can start over. Maybe this is truth. Maybe this is truth coming out, something you've held back from. The 10 of Pentacles is definitely a sense of this is where you'll get your success once you stand up and start weeding that garden, you know? But the 6 of Cups and the Lovers, this is something that's very powerful, perhaps. Maybe you got some kind of truth to it, okay? What is the Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords. And this is really where, especially with the Ace of Swords, either you have to get it off your chest and say something, or someone has to say something to you. Queen of Swords. Okay, so you have the 6 of Pentacles. Are you wondering, are you questioning if the situation is reciprocal, or is it balanced, or you could be giving too much to a Queen of Swords, meaning you're full of stress because of a situation, a person or a situation, and there's really a sense of not getting back the same amount that you put in. Are you tied to somebody else and you can't go to this person that you love? Is that why the 2 of Swords are here? In a sense where you're not following your intuition to leave it, and to see the truth, maybe expose the truth, okay? And those are different things going on for you guys. It's not going to be the same for everybody. But what's the Ace of Swords? Are you stuck in a situation that's been going on for a long time? So the Ace of Swords, this is your get out of jail free card with the Temperance. This is where it tells you, you know, follow that intuition. You're being guided to move towards something that brings you balance. And then the Page of Cups. So this is something that your soul really feels, as far as feeling comfort and security. It's definitely a sense of you could have just met somebody and they just sort of knocked you off your feet, you know? Maybe it wasn't expected because you could have been in a situation already. I want to know, what is the 10 of Pentacles? The 10 of Pentacles it's a very interesting card because it's about ending, because it is a 10, meaning you've met the level of success in that situation, and now it's time to start over again. You come back to a 1 and you give yourself a new beginning. And it could be something that you're already tied into, meaning, you know, you already have the home, you have the kids, you have the husband, the wife. It's something that's very hard for you to pull away from. Or is this your goal to get to this? Because it could be your goal where you want to start off and have this success and the abundance as far as love and kids and all that stuff. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. And see, it is Pentacles. It's about money. I just noticed there's a little old lady back here. So are you doing something because you feel obligated to? And that's what I feel with the 10 of Wands. You get the 2 10s here. I just noticed that. So you got the Hangman in reverse for the 10 of Pentacles. It's definitely this kind of feeling of you want out. You don't want to be stuck there anymore. And the Hangman in reverse is actually pretty good because maybe you're over the contemplation. Maybe you've healed enough, because with the Temperance card and the Ace of Swords, that's really a positive sign as far as maybe you realize you're balanced or you're healed from something, or in other words, where you feel like you can move on towards your goal, whatever that goal is. And it could be to return to a situation that makes you more balanced, a situation that makes you happy, a person who makes you happy, something like that. It's definitely a sense of seeing you know, who has been deceivious to you, who has been facetious, you know. It's like you can really see clearly now. So have you been giving in to somebody that wasn't quite receptive, or maybe your other half, meaning you've been with the wrong person or in the wrong situation? Okay, that's what it feels like. Okay, so the King of Wands came out. So maybe this is you needing to take some kind of action, and that's definitely what the Gardener says. It's like, if you want to have the happiness, it's almost like you have to put the work into it. It's just not going to come automatically. Even though it's something that you truly want and desire, and, you know, you're wishing it would just happen with the blink of an eye, but it actually takes some kind of steps for you to get it, because I see there's endings that need to happen so that you're not hung up. And the Hangman in reverse is beautiful, because I feel like that means maybe you're ready to not be hung up anymore. You got the Star card, so maybe you're healed. Okay, maybe this is where you're like, okay, I feel balanced now, I feel complete, I'm gonna get my happy. But you gotta end something. I definitely do feel you have to end something, and that's the pull with the Lover's card. It could be something from your past, and the Star is really that guidance. It's really that kind of pull that is telling you to go that way, to let go of something that is really stressful for you and maybe doesn't help you to grow anymore. It's almost as if, you know, you might be dealing with somebody who's very authoritative and doesn't quite listen to you. What I see is just somebody who doesn't listen, almost raises their voice a lot, overspeaks you, meaning if you start talking, they cut you off, and it's almost like a one-sided conversation. That's what I see here. It's something that it's not pleasant to be around any kind of situation where it's all based on a one-way kind of a thing, you know? Like, in other words, it's my way or the highway. That's the kind of feeling I get. Like, so whoever this is, they're somehow battling with this, because it could be something that they've been in for a long time, and perhaps now with the Hangman in reverse, it's time to get out of it. Okay, to get that kind of reciprocity, or that kind of balance, or that happiness. You got the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So we did see harmony at the bottom of the first deck that I used. So it's almost as if you're being called to something that is more authentic and more truthful. And instead of waiting around, it's like very much telling you, take action now, because you've done everything that you could have done for this old situation, if that makes sense. Okay, so what is this Sacred Woman? Is this who you want to go to? Is this the person that you're attracted to? What is the Sacred Woman, please? The Sacred Woman. And it could also embody the fact that you're healing. Okay, you're overcoming something. The Sacred Woman, please. What does that mean? Maybe this is you seeking professional help, as far as counseling, anything like that helps you. Okay, maybe even a lawyer. Okay, because that's what the Justice is. The Justice, the King of Swords, and the Four of Wands. I'm sorry. So the Four of Wands asks you, really, you know, this Four of Wands is about having stability in your life, having a home, being structured, and definitely we see two people here, because it's asking you, are you in that right partnership? Are you in the right thing that is right for you? Do you need to end something? Because the Four of Wands is about completing a cycle. So are you somewhat done with the cycle and you want to start something new? This could be an ending, because the Justice card could definitely be an ending to something. So have you made up your mind to end something? Are you feeling healthy and balanced enough to move forward with whatever it is that you've been planning? Because I see here planning. And what I mean by that is just someone who daydreams about what it is that they want, their manifestation, in other words. And trust me, your dreams and your daydreams and all those things, they form outcomes for you, you know. So I see somebody here sharp and ready. Maybe you're seeing an attorney, maybe you're going through a divorce, or getting to really feel freed from a situation or from someone, to break free from them. Okay, you got the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords here with the Justice right there. Is this something that you're balancing out for yourself? Maybe perhaps getting balanced to someone else is do you know what I mean? Because with the Six of Cups coming out first, it's almost like you're looking at the past, and it could have been like somebody that you had like a really kindred spirit kind of connection. And in fact, when that card came out the very first time, I said, is it a spiritual connection? Maybe this is spiritual connection with your twin, with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And has somebody woken up to this? That's what it feels like. It's like almost like somebody has woken up to this and is maybe putting their actions into play, you know. And if they're not doing it just quite yet, it's almost like they're planning, they're strategizing. Okay, maybe you're ending a karmic justice, a karmic pattern, meaning something that you've been in for a long time and it's been nothing but pure bad luck. It's almost like your luck is changing. You're being pulled to some sort of something different that has some sort of success for you. Reaping what you sow. Maybe you've changed what you've been putting out to the universe as far as fear, and maybe even unmasking some sort of emotions because you've healed perhaps maybe from something that you've been indulgent in. Okay, what is the Justice? Okay, so Justice is the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. You're very worried about this. I feel that the karmic justice here for you is that you let go of worry and fear, and maybe lying to yourself, you know, maybe lying to yourself and to the person that maybe you want to leave, and the person that you truly love, if that makes sense. Okay, there's a sense of being very scared to leave somebody here with the Justice and the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. It's almost like you have to sneak away. Is this what you're planning? Are you planning like your getaway, to move away from somebody, to move away from a situation? And it's very much, we go back to the gardener now, where it's almost as if you can't run away from it. You got to face it head on. And maybe this is very scary for you to face it straight on, because if you move with that Four of Wands, if you move to a new location, it's almost as if these problems are going to follow you because you're not facing them head on, if that makes sense. For whoever this is, this could be your masculine, this could be you. You have to decipher, but there's something here that it's almost a thing of, you know, the right thing to do, but there's so much worry and fear that maybe you don't take action on it. You don't it's there, but you just, I don't know, I think your fear holds you back. This definitely could be people around you with the Seven of Swords that are being facetious to you, that are lying to you, and you've caught on to it. I think this is an awakening to somebody, that they've caught on to whatever has been in their life has been somewhat of a lie. Maybe it's very tricky kind of feeling. They have their blinders off, per se. In other words, they're awakened to something that was not honest. Okay, and it's very worrisome. Okay, I want to know, what is the Four of Wands? What's the Four of Wands? Okay, so you do want something new. You see that? You want to end something to have something new. I want to know, what is the Seven of Swords? Are you scared to go see an attorney? Are you scared to get a divorce? Is somebody not letting you get a divorce? Like, you know, like there could be other people that won't let you have in the beginning. But look at that. You got the Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. You're moving out of this kind of energy because I think you're awake. What is the King of Swords? Really having truth. There's a lot of swords here, so whoever this is, they've definitely thought about it. And look at that. So you got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This is telling me that you know where you're going to get your success. It's definitely a sense of newness. It's definitely something that's taken you a long time to recognize, to perhaps make a move towards. The throat chakra is acting up really bad right now, so it's almost as if there's some kind of words that just need to spill out, and I could just feel it, like, you know, so, but it's taken quite a bit of time. I think this King of Swords could have been stuck in a sense of having a karmic partner. I feel that the Queen of Swords is the karmic partner, you see, but the one that gives success and the one that has taken maybe a long time to even acknowledge or recognize, it is the Queen of Pentacles. This is where you're going to get your success, your growth, and you have knowledge of it, is what I feel here. So perhaps this is your divine masculine finally throwing in the towel and wanting to divorce, to start over, and to give a sense of a new beginning, some sort of maybe proposal. We see the Four of Wands with the with the Wheel of Fortune, which is definitely a new beginning. So it's almost like all these ideas are going through this King of Swords, or this person that needs to tend to their life, really, because I feel like life has been passing by, and I think that that is what's happening right now. Is there's been too much turmoil in the life to really there's been a lot of turmoil in the life. That's the way they're saying it. A lot of turmoil in the life on the outside, you know, but on the inside and inside the home, you don't want that turmoil. And perhaps you're living in a home that has a lot of drama and a lot of turmoil, and it's almost like a recognition of, I don't want that kind of home anymore, if that makes sense. Maybe you've been living with a cheater, someone who lies, who steals, who holds back from you, but yet wants everything to be, they said hunky-dory, which is really weird. That's a weird word for me, but meaning it's a relationship or a situation that you put so much into it, so much work into it, you don't get anything back. And then when you complain about it to them, they just like suck it up, or, you know, it's not meant to be that way, or something like that. It's like, I think that you've come to a realization that that is not growth. Okay. I want to know, what is the Garden? And the Garden is really, it's like that card. It's like everything's flourished, everything's beautiful, everything's in its place, everything's clean, and there's no deceiving anybody. So you could be stuck with someone who cheats on you, who lies to you, and then when you confront them, it's like you're the one that's crazy. This is the narcissist that your person is dealing with, is what I feel. Because I could see them telling them, oh, just like suck it up, you know, get over it. It is what it is. It's really crazy kind of energy. What is the Garden? What is the Garden, please? Okay, so the Page of Wands. Good news. Good news of something abundant, of something prosperous, changes as far as letting go of things that hold you back, doing the work for yourself, healing. Okay, Page of Wands. What is this message? Page of Wands and the Garden. That everything's gonna be okay, they said. See, the World. That everything's gonna be okay. There's a sense of even starting over, maybe even traveling to each other, maybe talking, communicating. What is the World? What is the World? It's really lessons that have been learned. And look at that Two of Cups. So this is definitely the sense of starting over, getting that partner, getting into the right partnership. And that's what the Lovers and the Star card, it's really that pull of your destiny that's calling you to get things straight. Okay, really put an end to anything that's been sort of faulty in your life. And then once that happens, you get this partnership, this beautiful partnership, whether it's business or love. It's like that partnership that just sort of makes you want to kick your heels up in the air, you know? It's sort of giddy and sort of fun and just playful. And that's where you're headed towards, because whoever this is, you're doing the work to change something for yourself, okay? Could be you, could be your person, you know? Let's see. I want to know, what is the Two of Cups? What's the Two of Cups? I think that you found loyalty is what it's. It feels like you found something that was loyal, and now you got to take action towards that loyalty. That's what that Two of Cups is. It's that feeling of giddiness, of happy, of being complete, and maybe you strayed away from it for some time. Maybe you've been in separation, and I just sort of got this as I'm talking about separation. Perhaps you've been in separation with somebody, because typically, if the hangman comes up outright, it could be separation because you take a time out for somebody. But in reverse, is this you moving towards ending a separation or a fight or something like that? But it's almost as if you've got to sort of do it, you know. And I think that that's where the next card is coming into play with the distorted masculine. It's like you don't know if it's there. They don't know if it's still there. Is it just the imagination? Is it something that I've dreamt of? Meaning, not really, like almost.